Hello, this is Jay Brandis with the Troy University Library. In this demonstration, we'll be looking for articles written by nurses in nursing journals. We're here at the CINAHL Complete database. I'm going to scroll down the advanced search screen a little bit. Look here on the left, there's a checkbox that says, any author is nurse. I'm going to check that checkbox. I'm going to move over here to the right a little bit. I'm going to check the checkbox for peer-reviewed, and I'm also going to check the checkbox for full text. I scroll up to the search box area. I'm going to type in the topic or the subject that I'm interested in. I'm going to be very vague in my search, just for demonstration purposes. So I'm telling it to look for the word airway in the title, the abstract, the subject of the article. I'm also going to limit my search, and I'm going to be very specific where it looks. I'm going to look here in publication name. You see the letters SO? That means source. And I'm going to tell it that I want either the word nurse or the word nursing to appear in the publication name. That will help me limit the type of journal that my article is found in. It doesn't guarantee it's really going to be a nursing journal, but you can eyeball those and you can figure out what is or isn't a nursing journal. I go ahead and tell it to do my search. And it says it's come back with 115 things. Now, I don't trust the database. I don't trust the computers. I want to be sure that this journal is really written by at least one author who is a nurse. First, I look at the title of the journal that it's in, Critical Care Nursing Clinics of North America. Okay, that sounds like a nursing journal. It says here, full text finder. That means the article is not full text right in this database. It's not right in CINAHL Complete, but the database thinks that it can send me to the database where the text is. So I'm going to give it a try. I click on full text finder, and it tells me check for full text at the publisher's site or view this article at Science Direct. If you're given a choice like this, don't go to the publisher's website because you're probably not going to be able to get the text there. We subscribe to journals from the Science Direct database. CINAHL knows which journals we get and by extension which articles we have access to. So I'm going to click there, and hopefully CINAHL will send me to the article. I want to look at the article itself to see if I can determine if one or more of the authors is in fact a nurse. And I look right there at the authors, and I've got no problem with that. I can see that that is the type of thing I'm looking for. I want to grab the article. I would just come up to download PDF, click, I download the article, and away I go. I'm going to close this tab, and I'm going to close this tab, and I'm back at my search results. So we can see the first article came from a database other than CINAHL Complete. Other articles are full text within the database. Just take a look at the title of the journal, for example, Emergency Nurse, to decide, do you think this is a nursing journal? If so, take a look at the article itself to determine for sure, are one or more of the authors a nurse? Here's the article. I scroll down a little bit. Over here I can see Rob Fenwick is a charge nurse, and that, yeah, I'm stopping reading right there. Okay, I'm satisfied that the author is in fact a nurse, and that's what I'm looking for. So we're looking in CINAHL. There's a magic checkbox that limits to articles by authors who, at least one of them, is a nurse. I've also told it, look for the word nurse or nursing in the title of the journal to help me narrow it down to nursing journals. Here's the only glitch with this. The database company has some kind of weird thing going on, and if you look over here, the publication dates stop at 2015. I expect that you may want to look for newer articles as well. This is how you can do that. You can see this checkbox is on for any author as nurse. That's from when we checked it initially. I'm going to take that off and we'll see what happens down below to the publication dates. So I take that limiter off. I look back at the publication date and it's coming up to 2018. Okay, now I don't want to look at all of these because I've already looked at up to 2015. I just want to look at 2016, 2017, and 2018. So I've moved that publication date up to just show me the last few years. I've left the other limiters on. I've got my subject term. I'm telling it to look for nurse or nursing in the publication name. But now, instead of almost always having a nurse as an author, I've only got about a 1 in 10 shot of the nurse being an author, so I'm going to have to look at their credentials. So, for example, number 4. Okay, this sounds interesting to me. I'm interested in the title of the article. I see it's out of a journal called Nurse Practitioner. That certainly sounds like a nursing journal to me. But I haven't put on any magic limiters to tell me that the author is going to be a nurse. So now I really have to look at the article to make that determination. Here it's telling me the article is in Ovid. That means Ovid Nursing Journals. That's a database to which we subscribe. So I click here, full text from Ovid. Sometimes these links work, sometimes they don't. If they don't work, we can help you get a hold of the article. In this case, I know it's going to work because I tried it earlier today. I look over here at the credentials of the author, and I can see clearly that this person does have, both these people do have nursing credentials, so I'm perfectly happy with that. I'm going to close that tab. So I'm back here in CINAHL Complete. At first we did a search where we were able to make the database limit to nurses as authors. It had some funny business going on, so it did not let us get the last few years. So I took that limiter off. I was able to tell it, okay, now give me the last few years. But now I've got to look by hand to make sure that the authors are, in fact, nurses. So that's how you would do it with the CINAHL Complete database. Now we're going to take a look at another database. Here I am at the Health and Medical Collection database. I want to tell it my search topic, which is airway. I want to tell it to look for the word nurse or nursing, and I want it to be in the publication title. In other words, in the title of the journal itself. That will help me limit to journals which are nursing journals. I'm going to add a row to my search, and I want to use the initials RN, and I want to tell it to look for that in the author field, because this database is very good about putting the author's credentials within the author field. I see that the full text limiter is checked. That's fine. I'm also going to check the peer-reviewed checkbox. So I've got my topic in here. I'm trying to limit by journal title to help me find articles that are from nursing journals. I'm looking for the initials RN in the author field to help me find authors that are, in fact, nurses. I click over here at my search button, and voila! Very straightforward. I can see here very clearly the credentials of my authors. I look for the title of the journal, Rehabilitation Nursing. Sounds like a nursing journal to me. Whether the article is of use to you or not, you'll have to make that determination, but look at the credentials. You'll see them to be able to determine, is at least one of the authors a nurse? Look at the title of the journal, such as this one, Journal of Trauma Nursing, to determine, is in fact a nursing journal. And then, of course, look at the article, see if it's of use to you. So here we've done a search in Health and Medical Collection. Originally, we did a search in the CINAHL Complete database. So two slightly different ways of looking for nursing journals that have articles by nurses in them.